They say the odds against me are crooked and impossible, like I was born with a hole in my heart is an obstacle. I left to die by the doctors in the children's hospital, but I never lose hope. Success is psychological, the world is volatile, and the street is my education, shaping the nation like the blueprint of a mason. While Shawshank record deals get you raped on occasion, so I'm focused on my economic situation. I'm like the little kids on TV that dig through the trash. I hustle regardless of the way you talk shit and laugh. A lot of niggas drop science, but they don't know the math, cause they mind is narrower than the righteous path. It's funny how on the block, niggas that kill you for cash, but never raise the gun to cry out freedom at last. The Cold War is over, but the world is still getting colder. Atlas walking through the projects with the hood on my shoulders. I would like to raise my children to grow to be soldiers, but then a general would decide when their life would be over. So I work hard until my personality split, like the Black Panthers into the Bloods and the Crips. They said I'd never be shit, but now I sit and reminisce like Yeshua Ben Yosef flipping through Genesis. Ignorance is venomous and it murders the soul, spreading like a virus, running rampant out of control. So if I should ever fall and get caught in a hustle, let them know that I died while I fought in the struggle. From the hood rats to rich kids lost in the bubbles, spray painted on the streets and in the subway tunnels. Write it down and remember that we never gave in. The mind of a child is where the revolution begins. So if the solution has never been to look in yourself, how is it that you expect to find it anywhere else? Immortal technique in the streets, back on the hustle, cause 3 strikes to get you life for stuffing cracks in a duffel. Upstate behind steel gates, attacked in a scuffle. Razor blade stuck on the side of pencils, hacked to your muscle. But the emptiness is what bleeds you to death when it cuts you. And it's the lawyers, not the inmates, scheming to fuck you. Trying to fight the system from inside eventually corrupts you. But that's what you get when you put a corporation above you. And it's the people that love you that seem to hurt you the most. Sometimes when they die, you find yourself cursing a ghost. But you make success, nobody delivers your fate. Sometimes you give and you take, since prehistoric vertebrates crawled out of the lakes. And that's the truth about life. More to do with the ghetto than your car rims or your ice. Cause even though we survived through the struggle that made us, we still look at ourselves through the eyes of people that hate us. But I'ma make it regardless of the trumped up charges and semi-automatic barrages that empty the cartridge. Post-traumatically scarred kids that try to be brave, cause niggas backstab each other just to try to get paid. Turn cannibal like knights during the crusades, afraid of responsibility, addicted to greed, beating a girl, purposefully losing the seed, as if we bound to the destiny we used to receive. So if I should ever fall and get caught in a hustle, let them know that I died while I fought in the struggle. From the hood rats to rich kids lost in the bubbles, spray painted on the streets and in the subway tunnels. Write it down and remember that we never gave in. The mind of a child is where the revolution begins. So if the solution has never been to look in yourself, how is it that you expect to find it anywhere else? I used to wonder why people don't believe in themselves, and then I saw the way they portrayed us to everyone else that cursed us, to only see the worst in ourselves, blind to the fact the whole time we were hurting ourselves. I used to wonder why people don't believe in themselves, and then I saw the way they portrayed us to everyone else that cursed us, to only see the worst in ourselves, blind to the fact the whole time we were hurting ourselves. I used to wonder, I used to wonder.
Cast beyond graphic. Yeah, y'all wanna roll with us? Jump in, let's go. Cast beyond. My lyrical bomb drops puts politicians in figure 4s and arm locks. The government, I'm sick of those on top. In the slums there's always liquor stores and pawn shops.
It's graphic. My lyrical bomb drops puts politicians in figure 4s and arm locks. The government, I'm sick of those on top. In the slums there's always liquor stores and pawn shops.
Yo, do you wanna live life watching your back? Looking through your rear view, sweating, clutching your gat. Looking at your dead homie, try stomaching that. That's the shit I've been through, I ain't just busting them raps. Drug addicted mothers selling their bodies to get dough. Drug dealers killing their own brothers to get mo. I ain't a role model myself, but I do know what's right from left. Man, life or death. At night I can't sleep, my mind's a mess. Having dreams of being murdered, waking up in the sweat. And if you can't handle that, homie, it's better you go. I'm here to tell you about my life, not how the ghetto gets cold. My ghetto gets hot. In the Middle East on the block, you'll see a little kid running down the streets with a Glock. Shit, so next time you see me and you wanna be hard, just remember, my homies ain't afraid to see God. And I bet 2 nuts that no matter what I do or say, I'ma have haters like the Ku Klux. So I'ma keep doing my thing and think about the other problems that this money's gonna bring.
Graphic, my lyrical bomb drops puts politicians in figure fours and arm locks. The government, I'm sick of those on top. In the slums, there's always liquor stores and pawn shops.
Caspian, my lyrical bomb drops puts politicians in figure fours and arm locks. The government, I'm sick of those on top. In the slums, there's always liquor stores and pawn
My
shops.
neighborhood harbors villains, single mothers with starving children, and junkies. Some live in my apartment building. They leave early, find the crack on the street, and then they pick up the hookers and brings them back to the suites. Young and old, no matter the age difference, but most some girls be looking like AIDS patients. It's way different than it was a few months ago. That will seem like these kids talking about moving tons of coke. When they see you got a promising future, they roll on you, first they'll rob you, then shoot you. Pop you in your stomach for what? You got so run it, then son, we'll drop the gun and then run. Cops are coming, roaches and rats attacking packs and drones. In fact, they roam through gaps and cracks in homes. Soldiers come through equipped with gats and bombs. While protesters scream, please leave Iraq alone. This world we live in is a devilish mess. We got homeless people and terrorist threats. So it's the home front or the front lines. God help us, we're confused what to build. Bomb shelters or bomb shelters.
Caspian, my lyrical bomb drops puts politicians in figure fours and arm locks. The government, I'm sick of those on top. In the slums, there's always liquor stores and pawn shops.
Graphic, my lyrical bomb drops puts politicians in figure fours and arm locks. The government, I'm sick of those on top. In the slums, there's always liquor stores and pawn shops.
Caspian, my lyrical bomb drops puts politicians in figure fours and arm locks. The government, I'm sick of those on top. In the slums, there's always liquor stores and pawn shops.
Graphic, my lyrical bomb drops puts politicians in figure fours and arm locks. The government, I'm sick of those on top. In the slums, there's always liquor stores and pawn shops.
On some Matrix shit,
Get it jumping. Every time the cat perform, hype by night, but by day her calm Capricorn. Last beyond my years, peers know the name. Show the game that we hit hard, numbing them up like Novocaine. Chose a lane and I'ma stick to it. Kid, do it well. Climbed to the top and never fell. Hitting the road, a road clip that's so sick. Flow shit that gets tighter than some hipsters' clothes fit. So blow dick and give daps. This kid snaps easily. Beast flow, borderline obesity. And I'ma serve it up right up off the menu. Effing in the building, nigga, fuck your whole rim.
I used to act on TV, did commercials and shit. Had myself an agent, a child actor, I guess. I was on it. Had my own trailer with a microwave. Then I moved from the city and never got my break. I met Stewie and I picked up the mic. Freestyled at house parties on those Friday nights. Then I moved back to the city and I made some more cuts. Started rocking more shows, collecting some more bucks. Went on tour, got my passport stamp. Vegas to Chicago, Colorado was amped. Camel Bear put me on and got me on the tube. Videos, more shows, articles, and interviews. Then I hooked up with the Ripper, young sinful prime minister. And Steps Neps came to hold the show down. Sweeping through these western roads like a ghost town. Where will we end up? Nobody knows, pal.
And it really don't matter the date or time, I'm authentic. You know the deal, please stop with the bull, let's just profit the bull.
Hey yo, it really don't matter the date or time, my state of mind faded. I'm just waiting to die, stay high all day, mad weed up in the backseat. Sits up on my face, fucking smelling like some bad meat, bad teeth. But good times got me smiling, while in every show from Regina to the island. Fine vagina, but we catch and release.